Jeez, guys. What's going on? Okay, so hi guys. Is this not the best angle that you've ever seen? So I'm gonna do a get ready with me, like day in my life kind of thing, chit chat, life update, all of those things combined into one, because I haven't been on YouTube in a really long time. 2 months. 2 months, guys. Like, what the frick? But I'm gonna explain all of that today. And yeah. Alright, so let's get into it. I have to do my hair. I've had my hair in this ponytail for a long time. You can probably tell. Ow. But I just don't want to wash my... Welcome back, guys. So I'm gonna update you guys on my life and everything that's been going on, why I've been gone for 2 months, and what the tea is. So to be honest, there is no tea. There is no like specific reason why I was gone from YouTube. Like, there's no excuse. I don't have an excuse, and I don't really want to give an excuse, because like I just said, there is no excuse. I kind of was just like, I'm gonna sound like Kourtney Kardashian right now, but just living life, you know? Just living, loving, lavish, and just doing what I needed to do, which was be in school, focus on school, and focus on myself, and just kind of grow up a little bit. Force myself to grow up a little bit, and that's what I did. So it's so funny because I went out with a friend like not that long ago. She goes away to college. She's like very far away from me now. But one of my friends that goes away for college, we hung out not that long ago. We got together and we started talking and like updating each other on our lives, and we're like, oh my god, like literally so much stuff has happened in 8 weeks. Literally 8 weeks. And that's, I mean, like, it's the truth. Like, literally so much has happened. Like, so much stuff in my life has changed, but for the better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, things have been pretty good, except for the fact that my dog threw up in my bed this morning, but that's irrelevant. I left you guys at the end of August, I think, and August was a pretty good month. I honestly don't even really remember it, but I can just speak on my first couple weeks of school, and they were good. Like, I didn't have a crisis. Well, I did have a crisis, but what's new? I definitely had a crisis about like being in college and like being grown and all this other stuff, but I'm in community college, guys, so it's not like, I'm not saying that that's not real college, but I'm not like at university like dorming away from my family or anything, so it's not too detrimental, if that's even the correct word to say. But there was still a learning curve, there was still an adjustment period, there was still like things that I had to get used to, and I'm settled in now 100%. It's November 5th. Settled in, I know what I'm doing. I've met good people, I have good things coming out of school right now, so I'm happy about that. I don't know where I was going with this. I probably should have organized my thoughts before I started talking, but yeah. So yeah, oh, I remember what I was talking about. August slipped away into a moment in time. It was good. It was good. And then September came around, aka my birthday month. I didn't film anything for my birthday Didn't post anything for my birthday. September 10th was my birthday, in case you forgot. Turned 18. That's a pretty big milestone age. I'm like a real teenager now. Not even like a teenager. I'm like a grown person now. I'm grown, okay? Grown. September was pretty good. Of course, I had my crises here and there. I'm just a very emotional person, guys, honestly. So like I cry pretty often, and that's not out of the ordinary. I know someone might, you know, hear me say that and be like, girl, you might want to get that checked out. No, I just cry a lot because I'm just emotional. But September was good. Turned 18. Yeah. October, I did have I had a moment where I had to like sit back and reflect a little bit, because I was feeling kind of lonely in the beginning of October, to be honest. And I wouldn't consider myself a loner. I wouldn't consider myself an introvert, but I also wouldn't consider myself an extrovert. I kind of like to be in the middle. And being in a new environment where I didn't know anybody, it was kind of hard to be in the middle. Like, at least in the middle. I felt like I was totally on the outside, like totally introverted and like lonely. And I was like, okay, all right, this kind of sucks. And then watching like other people's Snapchat stories and stuff, and seeing them like hang out with people in their dorms and just like living the college experience, I was like, this sucks. This really does suck. Like, I hate this. I was enjoying myself, but I'm not anymore. Like, I need to transfer as soon as possible, because staying in community college for 2 years will be social suicide. Like, that's literally what my mentality was, which is honestly so stupid, because literally 2 weeks later things started getting better again. I don't know, things literally started getting better. Things always do get better, which is clearly what I have learned just in the past month, that things do get better. So, oh yeah, and people that say things like, it gets worse. You think things get better, but in reality things get worse. Stop telling yourself that. That's not true. Things do not, in fact, get worse, unless you let things get worse for yourself. Food for thought. So anyway, I was kind of self-sabotaging and letting myself fall into like this victim mentality, which will literally eat you alive. Like, don't do that. So I was like, I don't know. So in that moment, or in that time period where I felt lonely, I did a lot of reflecting on myself, on my life, on people around me, on my circumstances, and I was like, I truly don't have one single reason to feel the way that I'm feeling right now. And it takes a lot for someone like me to realize things like that, because I don't. To be honest, I wouldn't consider myself a grateful person, like someone that wakes up every day and is like, wow, God, I am so grateful for everything I have. I'm not like that. And I really should be like that. I should really try. It's definitely a flaw of mine that I need to work on. But, yeah. So when I did that, I was like, that was weird. But I'm glad that I did that, because I feel better now. So after I made that realization, things definitely started to escalate for the better. Started hanging out with people, making friends, not making friends, well, kind of making friends, rekindling friendships, meeting up with old friends, like stuff like that, and that made me happy. And I'm content with what's going on right now, you know. I don't need like this huge entourage, and I learned that in a month. It's so weird. Like, you know, you see it on social media, like people with their big groups of friends, and it just looks like they're having so much fun. And I never really had like a big group of friends. I always had at least like 5 close friends around me. But now I maybe have like 3 or 4 close friends around me, and I'm okay with that. To be honest, I've also been like, me and my brother, we've been so close lately. Like this past year, I think this is the closest that we've ever been. Well, we've been close our whole lives, but like now that we go to the same school again, because we went to the same high school together, and then he left because he's 2 years older than me. So like right when I got there, he left. Yeah, now that we're in the same school again, it's just like we're with each other like every single day, like every moment of the day, and it's just kind of like us against the world, and I really like that, and I'm glad that I have him. And it's like, as long as I'm with my brother, it almost feels like I don't need anybody else as far as friends go. I'm not like, oh my god, I need friends. Like, what do I need friends for? Like, I have my brother. I wish everyone felt that way about their siblings. My heart honestly hurts so bad when people say like, oh my god, I hate my sibling, or like, me and my sibling don't get along, because me and my sibling get along a little bit too much. I mean, sometimes we have our little like cat fights, but we get over it because we know that at the end of the day we only have each other. So I know they say like, at the end of the day you only have yourself. At the end of the day, me and my brother only have each other. Like, I don't know about you guys. So, but yeah, and then recently I've been making connections with people in my class, and at my school I'm in like the Black student program, so I have like two of my major college classes with all Black students, and I love it so much. Like, it literally makes me so happy being around people that I can relate to, because I went to private school from preschool to 8th grade, and I was maybe like one of 3 kids in the whole school that were like Black, and we couldn't even like relate to each other like that. And at my high school there was like maybe 10 Black kids, like I'm not even kidding, and we didn't even talk to each other, which was so lame. But yeah, but now being in college, and there's this whole group of like Black students that are there for each other, like it's a whole different world, and I love it. And I'm definitely learning some new things, because that's really fun. I'm having a good time, genuinely, and I like my teachers a lot, and I think they like me too, so that's exciting. I'm also getting a job at my school. I'm gonna be on the Black Student Council, and I'm really excited about it because I get to pitch new ideas for the school and like make our college campus a better place for Black students and stuff. So I could write like an article in our school newspaper about microaggressions, or me and other students on the Black Council could organize like an event for Black students, you know, on campus for other people to educate themselves on Black lives, things like that. So I'm eating that up, like, and I get paid for it. Like, yes, like I will take that in a minute. I haven't started yet, but like I've gone to a couple meetings. Well, like we haven't like gotten into it yet. What the heck? Oh, me looking outside like I've never seen a bird before. Look at that. Like, anyway, it's all about looking at the bigger picture and seeing now everything that I do, the difference between like my life now. Why am I getting emotional? See, I'm literally gonna start crying. The difference between my life now and how it was in high school is that now everything that I do matters. Everything that I do is just like part of this bigger picture that I'm creating, and I'm so excited. Oh my god, why am I crying? I'm like I'm so excited. Also been like experiencing a lot of new things in my life, for example, went to a frat party for the first time. One of my friends, she goes to a university. Well, I don't know if it's a university. She goes to college. And, like, she invited me to a frat party on Halloween. And it was very scary. I didn't drink or anything like that, so I didn't have, like, the time of my life. Everyone else around me was either drunk or high. I wasn't. So, it was very interesting to be around all those drunk people. I mean, I'm not saying it as in, like, oh my god, I'm so much better than everybody else because I don't drink, blah, blah. Nah, it's not about that. I just didn't want to, period. I just didn't want to. And, yeah, it was an experience. I like that I'm experiencing all these things while staying true to myself at the same time. Like, I'm getting to a place where I'm more comfortable with who I am. I know who I am and I know what I want, and I can go into an environment and I can do things that might not necessarily be me, and I can, like, I don't know how to explain it, but I think you're catching my drift. So as far as YouTube goes, and as far as, like, what I plan on doing with this channel, I love this channel. Like, you guys have literally seen me graduate middle school, high school, and now me being in college and stuff. Like, you've seen literally pretty much every single, like, stage of my life. So, well, almost every stage of my life. Like, literally my growing up process. Like, from the time I was 14 years old. Y'all have seen a lot, believe it or not. So you should feel very honored. But I want to post more, and I definitely want to create some more creative content, more mature content, things like that. So yeah, my hair and makeup is done. That's literally all it took, and it took me a really long time to do that. I actually have to join a meeting for Black Council right now, so talk to you guys later.